Hello, nerds of the surf, and welcome to a black screen, which is a podcast. Although I might extract the audio, then just put like a picture of stars behind it. Also, you know the stars I have in the end screen of my videos, except for the past two, which I've just had a long pause or just a specific thing going on, like shooting an army of Borg. Well, the thing happened. Anyway, that fun fact is a cropped image of the thing of a screenshot from STA3 that I think darkened up. No, I don't think I did darken it. But you can see just a slight like change in color because that's like a bit of a flare from an explosion or something at the bottom right thing. Anyway. So I am using a website called thegamerspost.com to get like all the articles, and it's really good because it's like, hey, it's just this is a thing from Rock Paper Shotgun, Eurogamer, Rock Paper Shotgun, Game Rant, PC Gamer, and like just like all of the game publishers, not game publishers, game advertisers, sure, not yeah, those sort of websites. So you can be like, oh, look, some Square Enix is already working on a PS5 game, apparently, rumoured stuff. So that sounds fun. Anyway, so the first thing I'm going to look at today is that it's a PC Gamer article called E3 is getting smaller next year. Basically, Sony have said, we don't want to do E3 2019, so they're not going to do E3 2019. Now, this is an interesting thing, because they're a big part of E3. As much as I don't really care too much about Sony these days, they're a big part of E3, they're a big company, and not being part of E3 is a strange turn of events, it must be said. I think, was it Activision and Nintendo said they would still be on? What is it? Blah blah blah. It said somewhere that two companies, I'm pretty sure one of them was someone, said that they'd be part of E3 still. But yeah, it's a strange thing because E3 kind of a big deal. It's a big. What's all the viewing numbers of E3 2018? I mean, I've put 2189. Good, 2018. Also, I put E43. E3. That's not viewing numbers, right? At least. Right. What was the statistics? 39,000 views. Oh no, that was for the. That was for the. Oh, these just for the videos on YouTube. Interesting. Apparently, the most viewed thing, according to this website. Oh yeah, YouTube videos from E3. Okay, and the most views 32,000 with 476. Okay, how many audience? Oh, there we go. So it's quite a big thing. Scroll down a bit. 2018's to be announced, but they got 68,400 people in 2017 that attended it. But it doesn't say here how many people watch online. God damn you, IGN! Anyway, yeah, basically millions of people probably at some point. Yeah, so it's a good way to say, hey, look, a game's coming out in a couple of years. But yeah, although I think the most recent E3 stream, in whenever it was this year, they announced Spider-Man and that released the same year. I don't know, but yeah, most EA games, not EA, E3 games release. God damn EA, why? E3 games released a bit later, a couple of years later. So it's I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's a thing. Yes. Now, onto Eurogamer post. Kingdom 2 Crowns release date announcement for the PC console and including Switch. PC's consoles and including the Switch. Which would be a console, so you wouldn't really need to specify the Switch, just PC and console. Anyway, yes, so it's a co-op, which is quite good. Kingdom's 2 Crowns. 2 Crowns kind of makes sense of being a co-op. Kingdom was a fun game I played on the channel. Couple of years ago, or a year ago, or I played New Lands about a year ago, and then before then, a year before then, I played Was it 7 parts of the Kingdom series, which was actually surprisingly popular. Like 14 views or something. Surprisingly popular. 14 views. Not really the same. Popular for me. Not quite STA3 level, but that was pretty good. Anyway, blah 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 blah. So it's a pixely side-on game. If you haven't seen it, it's like, how much is it in Steam? It's like $2.50 or something. It's quite cheap. $5.9. I don't know how much it is. So Kingdom 2 Crowns sounds like an interesting thing. I had to keep an eye out for it. Where did it say the actual release date has been? What is the? It's a really small article. Kingdom Game to ground like co-op, cat co-op, like co-op. It's an online co-op, except for every platform except Switch. Interesting. At launch because it's still being explored. Okay. I should probably have read this before, but sod it, it's fine. The team on 2 crowns in control 1/2 of the horizon screen, so it's a split screen thing. Oakley dokley. Let's go. I suppose. If there's a single kingdom, but 2 people there, which I can assume so, then one person could be on one side and the other person could be on the other side, rather than just spending an entire day going from one side of your kingdom to the other, and then not having enough time to build a wall, for example, to stop the horde of death that arrives attacking you at night. So yes. What's this? First, these a kingdom of big additions and new settings for the campaign. The first of these available at launch is a Japanese-inspired Shogun campaign. Interesting. There will be more added after launch, and these aren't reskins. Okay, and they something offer different strategies, ruling the kingdom, complete new environments, items, characters. It wasn't really a character-based game though. You had like a guy on a horse, and then some little guys, not little guys, people that weren't on horses, peasants that that you gave money to, and then they like became part of your kingdom, and then you were like, hey, get this sword, or hey, pick up this hammer, hey, build this wall, that sort of stuff. So there's a trailer for it. Just have a quick look at this. It's 31 seconds. Looks as beautiful as ever. It's a really nice game. I love the reflections in it. Yeah, good. It's probably quite loud, which is why I've muted it. It just looks like Kingdom, really. But oh, that's a nice bit of that's quite. Wait, where's the yeah? No, don't. Yeah. Oh crap! No, there. Yes, this kind of looks quite nice. Go there. This looks quite interesting. Here's the Horde of Death, and here's some like stuff that this bit. So yes, Kingdom looks quite nice. I will certainly be interested in buying that. Where's Kingdom? How much is King? Not Kinged. King. Oh, cocking hell. Kingdom. No. Oh God. Why am I so bad at spelling? Kingdom. King Dominic II. Oh look, it's got a Steam page. Is it? Oh, released 11th of December. Cool. So it'll be released in about 3 weeks. Nice. Yo, people, can you tell me? Can you be like, how much was the other ones? Why is it on that side of the screen? Why can I not see half the bloody screen? Right. Kingdom. Oh, it's $10.99. Oh, that's Newlands. Yeah. Kingdom. Oh, the Kingdom Classic is $3.99, and that is a really fun little game, and I would recommend it because it's really nice, and the reflections are beautiful. I love the reflections in that game because there's like a bit of land, and then there's like a river, and you can see like the reflections in the river. It's beautiful. Anyway, so that was that. Also, all the articles I'm referencing will be linked in the description. What's this? Is this another? Oh, Amazon revealed a survival MMO. I don't know why, but okay. Maybe Amazon are making games now. It looks strange. So, yes. And it seems to be somewhat Game of Thrones related. Interesting. So, Amazon Game Studios is apparently a thing. Never heard of it before reading this article. It's an alpha map. You can show land and focus, much larger area covered by the fog of war. Okay, it looks like a nice map, I suppose. Good. Well, that's very little information. It basically, Amazon are making an MMO that right now is a bit like Game of Thrones. Interesting. Yeah, Square Enix working on a PS5 game. Let's look at this. So, at the PlayStation 4 turns 5 years. Oh, as the PlayStation 4 turns 5 years old today. Wow. Wow. Okay. It's just in speculation. The end of the consoles generation has been a hot topic for a handful of AAA titles. Have already been announced. Have they? Okay. Launching. Oh, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. I think. Yeah. Anyway. So I think the wasn't it the like head of Sony or someone, or was it the head of Microsoft? I think it was the head of Sony said like the PlayStation 5 will be the last console that they make or something. I don't know. Basically, consoles are becoming computers, and computers are becoming easier to use. So basically, just get a computer. It's a lot cheaper. And you get access to Steam, which is just like, hey, you want every game ever released? Well, not every, a lot of games ever released. Anyway, I like PCs. As well, the 3D character model artist, right? Okay. Currently working on a new AAA game for the PS5. So someone said on a LinkedIn article that has been removed that he is currently working on a AAA game for PS5. Interesting, right? Square Enix publishing blah 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 blah. Well, I mean, what AAA games they have? They have Final Fantasy and they have Just Cause. They don't have Hitman anymore. What? They could create a new IP, but when was the last time a new IP was created by any company ever? Let's be fair, not many. I created one technically. Anyway, what game franchises have the most titles? When did I search that? Probably Dirt or something. Anyway, which game franchise does Square in? How the hell do you spell it? Just go with that. There we go. That'll do. Dragon Quest, Kingdom Hearts. I think that was the thing. But what was one that was released somewhat recently? Oh, that's not in order. First released. That's 1974. There we go. Oh, they did Life is Strange. Huh. Throat. Okay. So. Okay. Wait, Just Cause released in 2006? Really? Wow. Where's the latest release? Ah, that'll help. That's 1984. Final Fantasy, Space Invaders Extreme. Oh yeah, Shadow of Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider, they have that, don't they? Nothing else that's no Automata. Nothing else that's like sounds like has a big franchise. Anything good feasibly. Oh yeah, and also Deus Ex. The VR experience? That was a thing. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, you know, feasibly you could have anything on the Xbox 5, not Xbox, PS5. That's the one. Yep. Don't get those two confused. So yes. As DLC planned for 2016's Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, okay, released in 2019. Okay, I thought this was just from 2016. No, this was yeah. Shouldn't come to a shock that Square Enix. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay. So basically, there's a chance that the game could be a Final Fantasy 567 remake. I don't really care. Which could get from throughout for almost 3 years now, and not especially PS4. Right, the remake of the 1997 JRPG has... Right, good. Just It's gonna be a game. This is rumors suggest a 2020 launch. Is this for the PS5? Yeah, for the PS5. Okay. We're likely to hold over the PS5, so let's play a bit. Okay, blah 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 blah. Why is my throat having issues? Water! Oh, right. The Elder Scrolls 6 is, I think, on PS5, and while also confirming that, given the development pipeline, there's no chance of a successor to Skyrim going on PS4 or Xbox One. Okay. I've recently started playing Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Special Edition, because like I've got 100 hours on the base game, not the base game, the original. Anyway, and that's just like I just play it and then climb a mountain and shoot some goats or something. I don't do the campaign. I thought, okay, let's actually do the campaign as a magical dark cat. Anyway, so Square Enix have a game that they're working on PS5. I'm sure many game developers have a game that they're working on for PS5. I mean, it would make sense considering it's probably a good idea. If they know vaguely about the tech, which they should do because that's a thing, then yeah, Xbox Black Friday games sale starts for gold subscribers. You can get games on sale if you pay Xbox money. I'm on the PC. I have Steam. Steam isn't paid for. If there's a sale, I can buy a game that's cheap. Xbox Black Friday game sale starts for gold subscribers. So if you're a gold subscriber, let's see how much. How much does an Xbox game sub? No, not game. Gold. Gold. Not God. Gold. That's not. Yeah, that is where the L goes. Gold sub cost. How to cancel your Xbox subscription? No, how does it? That's not how you spell cost. Cost. Flipping out. Fair. Okay. £60 for 12 months. £24 for 3 months. £9.99 for a month. What? Okay. That's for Xbox Live. Live Gold. That's. Either way, you have to pay to get a game a bit cheaper, is what I'm seeing here. So, yeah. Interesting. That's not the thing I was reading. That's also not. Where's the? There it is. No, that's the Square Enix tab. Where's it gone? Where's the? No, don't have to structure a story. Where's things I search? Where's? Wait. Oh, I didn't actually open it, did I? Let's just open it. Right, so as far as I'm aware, you have to save up to 65% off more than 500 games. I mean, how many games on sale on Steam now? I mean, you've got pretty like 250-ish just now. And nothing really special. Actually, no, it's Black Friday, isn't it? Yeah, it's Friday today. There's actually probably a load of games on sale. Where does it actually say the sale? Where's specials? That's a sale. There's a lot of things. Good. How many games are there? More specials. Presumably all 71 pages are on sale. That's not a game on sale, but presumably most of the games here are on sale. Yeah, they're pretty much all on sale. So how many are there per page? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 25 times 70. I can't be bothered to do maths. That's 1,750 games on Steam that are in the sales section. Half of which are probably DLC, which would be 875 roughly. Games that are on sale, which is more. It's not too many, but it's quite a lot. Coughing, good. And that's just for Windows, actually. What if I just get rid of the Windows thing? Which would add about 2 games. Yes, still 71 pages. Okay. So not many. Yeah, so it's yes, but what was I saying? Anyway, yeah, so gold subscribers, Xbox Live Gold subscribers, how that just feels wrong. I assume other people who aren't gold subscribers. Oh, you can Black Friday deals offer 1 month of gold for just $1. Oh, okay. Interesting, but it's only available for the first time But it's only available for first time subs. The first month is $1. Also goes for Microsoft Xbox Game Pass subscription, which instantly provides games with 100 games on Xbox 360 games. Gold subscription. Wait, Black Ops 4 is a thing? Anyway, so yes, exit that was yes. So basically, $71. Okay, for Red Dead Redemption 2 Special Edition. Yeah, basically, I've gone into a circle of just saying they. Why would you want to pay to get games cheaper? I suppose you'd be still getting a game cheaper, but Anyway, let's refresh the page, because it has been refreshed for about 2 hours. 21 minutes ago, Destiny 2 details Gambit changes for next season. Couldn't care less. Atari's crowd-funded rollercoaster game. Ooh, yes. Sounds interesting. Unless this is crap. Tycoon for Switch launch in next 2 weeks. Ooh. Theme park management series. Rollercoaster Tycoon. Oh, wait. Is this... North American friends. Where... back in that game changed. Rollercoaster Tycoon. In fact, what's this? It's a Switch game. Is this a crap one? Let's just have a look at the trailer. Switch. It is loud. Let's just turn that down. Dream theme park. It looks not as good as Planet Coaster. Yeah, it doesn't look awful. It looks better than the what was that crap one that released? Was that Roller Coaster Tycoon? Roller Coaster Tycoon World was awful. Was that the most recent one? The one that was made after 3, that had like 20 years in development time and was basically in development hell for the entire bloody thing. Oh, okay, Atari did... not Atari, Eurogamer, the article I'm reading. Atari's 2014 Roller Coaster Tycoon for mobile earned a historic, whatever, 1 out of 10. Back when Eurogamer still doled out reviews. World earned a void warning. Do Eurogamer do reviews? And by reviews I mean scores. That's good. Also developed by people supposed to be slightly better, easier than the best roller coaster, easily the best roller coaster since 2004, released since 3, released 2004. One viewer quoted the game app listing those. I don't give them too much. I won't say it's necessarily too good. I mean, it looked like in-game footage, and it doesn't look terrible, I suppose. And it's rated E for everyone. Wait, why does it advertise? Why does it show a disc cartridge? Not a disc cartridge? Like a DVD sort of style case. I don't know what Switch games come in, but I'm pretty sure it isn't this. I mean, it might be. I don't know really, but we'll give it a go. Sure, why not? In fact, we'll just copy and paste this into my Discord link that I have all the games to. What do Switch games packaging images? Anything useful? Oh, it is that sort of thing. In like a micro SD card? That looks... Wait, what? You got a micro SD card or something? Got something that looks... But it's not a micro SD. It looks like a micro SD card. It's presumably it's not. But so you get that in a small packet. That looks hilarious. Presumably you also get an instruction manual and stuff. But wow, that's a horrific waste of space. It's slightly smaller than the DS had a better use of space. Anyway, let's just close these tabs. Oh look, Star Trek Online's having a screenshot contest. I like screenshots. Where I've got like, how many is it on Star Trek Online that I have these days? Let's have a look. It is 10,900 and something, and it won't tell me how many it is, probably. It'll just think, ah, I don't know anymore, stop screenshots. That's only like 250 every 4 years. You know what, let's not bother. Right. So, Atari are crowdfunding a roller coaster tycoon game, and it launches for Switch in 2 weeks. It's already out then. Is it? Oh no, it's... Okay, so released on Switch on 29th of November. Is it... Presumably it's not been released so far? Sure, we'll go with that. Why did the big publisher Atari need... Well, Atari kind of died after they advertised themselves in... Not Robocop, what was it called? It was the thing with Harrison Ford. Everyone advertised and then they all cocked up. Yeah, so that's a thing that happened. Pokemon Let's Go, I think that's the sequel to Go. How to Get Mew. Don't care. Black Ops 4, How to Unlock Shaw as Blackout. Okay. Why Red Dead Redemption 2? Sean McGuigan is the best Irish character. That's not what it was called, but sort of. Yeah. Battle Bards episode 132 Steampunk? I don't know what that means. Right. Surprise Killer 7 is now on Steam. Looks like a VR game. Is it a VR game? I don't know. Oh, it was originally released through 2005 in the PS2 and GameCube. So that wasn't a VR game. If it was, I found that highly unlikely. It's now available on Steam. Okay. Well, that seems... It's been optimized for the PC! Right, good. All animations have been modified to fit in a 16 by 9. That's good. I've never heard of the game, but... Okay, put it over without warning. Okay, thank you, PC Game. Oh, a thing that I found funny... Ah, shit. Don't know when that's happening. On the PC Gamer thing, at the very end of the thing about the E3 thing, it says, but in previous years, preceded by the major publishing events, including, basically, they'll, yes, I'm doing words, aren't I? Anyway, as I said, the show runs, as I was, just quoting, the show runs July 11 to 13 in Los Angeles. Why not the 11th to the 13th of June? Why June 11 to the 13th? Anyway, but as Americans, why do you swap the month and the day? Just go in descending time value. Second, minute, hour, day, month. Yeah, simple. Anyway, as in previous years, it will be preceded by major publishing press event, including our PC gaming show that will effectively stretch it out to almost a full week. Now, when I read that, I thought they were mocking the PC Gamer Show, but then I realised that they are PC Gamer. And as far as I'm aware, all the PC gaming shows, except for the one from 2014, from certain perspectives, were really, really boring. And if you know what I'm talking about, then... Well, hey? I don't know. What's this about Ray Trace Battlefield 5? Oh, it looks nice. How interesting. Great. So what was that? That's the Square Enix, that's the Black Friday sales. Oh, there's the Killer 7. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. How much is it? That's my question. Also, here's the thing: how much money do you think old games should be worth when put on Steam? Oh, it's £14 and $18 and €18. With a 10% off launch discount. Okay. Until 22nd of November this year. As opposed to, like, next year, or whenever you're watching this. I don't know, someone might just want to watch old podcasts. I quite enjoy old podcasts, like old tech podcasts. Hey, AMD are talking about about a new CPU generation. Zen. Oh, it's Ryzen now? Oh, that's a crap name. Zen is better. Anyway, yeah, so that was the thing. Also, Valve. Just want to talk about Valve for a second. Valve has been a leak, as with many Valve products, that they're developing their own virtual reality headset, which is a very interesting thing, because Valve, as I'm sure we all know, when they make games, they're good quality. I can't think of a single game that Valve have made that is bad. I've not played Ricochet, but I suspect I'd find it fun if anyone was on the servers. But I don't think they really like it. However, I would like it. I think the idea of Ricochet is a fun little thing for like an hour. But yeah. Anyway, basically, I've never tried Ricochet. I should get around to playing that at some point. Anyway, as I'm sure we all know, when Valve release games, they release them late. Valve time is a thing that has been created because they're like, hey, we'll release this in July. Oh, wait, now it's in November. But, you know, it's a good game anyway, you know, like Half-Life 2. Have you seen Half-Life 2? It's 14 years old, or, yeah. It looks beautiful! It's fine. There's some textures that are a bit, you know, pixely these days, but it's a fine looking game from 2004. I want to know how it performed on stuff from the time, because it was like between 2004 there was during the same month there was Rome Total War released, and then a year before then Simpsons Hit and Run released for the PS2, and then a year after then Battlefront 2 released, the good Battlefront 2, not the crappy modern give us money Battlefront 2. I'm interested to know what FPS how the graphics looked like. Yeah, looked. That's, you spell looked LOKKSED. That's, Google will find the way to correct that. Looked like in 2004, because you know games had. I feel like Valve just looked, not Valve, game. What's it called? Half-Life 2 looked fantastic, and then there's Portal 2 and Portal and like all the other Valve games they've made, and CS:GO and TF2 and all these games that look nice and play well and just feel good. And then you play and Left 4 Dead. I've been recently playing that. That just feels really nice to play. It's just, I don't know why, but something about the aiming is just perfect. It's just really nice to play. But yeah, oh, Halo 2, that was, I think Halo 2 released in 2004. Halo 2 release date. That was 2004, wasn't it? Yeah, the 9th of November, which, when did Half-Life 2 release then? I've searched Half-Life 2 release date. Half-Life 22 released the 19th of November, so it was like, you know, a week and a half after. 10 out of 10 on Steam, and Halo 5 is a 9.95 on Metacritic. Interesting. And I would argue Half-Life 2 looks a lot better than Halo 2. In fact, I would say it definitely looks better. But yeah, Half-Life 2 is the 10th best-selling PC game, 9 million copies sold. Wow. Basically, they're making technology, and I think it's been rumored that they like bought out like warehouse where they'll start producing stuff, which sounds interesting. Yeah, that was okay. I think there was also a leak about a sort of a Steam Machine Mark II. They're making the card game. Which one's that? Artifact, that's the one. Never played Dota. I should probably get around to it. It looks interesting. Played it, and then I don't think I could find a single player mode, so I just uninstalled it. about 2 years ago. Um, so yeah, Dota looks interesting. I think it's probably the kind of thing I quite like, really. Anyway, yeah, so Artifact, that will be a good game. No matter what anyone says, that's when that releases in the 28th, or if it releases on the 28th, because it's Valve, it's probably going to release next June. Artifact, $15.99. That's not a bad price, I suppose. In approximately 12 days. Yeah, so it will be a very good game. Because Valve, when they make games, not very rare, but when they make games, it's going to be very good. And with their technology, well, less so. The Steam machines they didn't make, the HTC Vive, they got HTC to make it, as far as I'm aware. And the Steam controller was a bit difficult to use. Did I mention? I think I mentioned the Steam controller. I don't know. Why have I gone on this tangent talking about the... Anyway, the thingy words, the one with the thing. That one. Shouting hell. What's the Steam Link? Is the thing that exists, and I got one for £2 and sold it. Although with £7 postage, so the price of getting my money back didn't really get much money. Anyway, probably not the best thing. Anyway, yes. So, Valve make good products, and they're making from the leaks HTC Vive, not a HTC Vive, a non-HTC Vive, a VR headset that, as far as I'm aware, has no connection to HTC. But here's the thing: if you're interested in the Half-Life or Valve sort of circle, then you probably know the YouTube channel Valve News Network, and you probably know of various leaks that have been released over the years. For example, leaks about HLVR, and I find it unlikely it would be something like heroic. What's the word that begins with L? Heroic Leaves VR. What? Anyway, it's going to be Half-Life. And there was also a leak thing that it's a prequel to Half-Life 2. Ooh. And I don't think we'd ever get a game of Half-Life 2 Episode 3. Mark Laidlaw released the sort of script, plot, whatever, synopsis, whatever the word would be. No, it's not. Anyway, for the game, which is, is a thing, so you'd probably be able to just read that, and someone's probably turned into a game, but Valve probably wouldn't want to release it. I don't know. But yes, so basically, Valve making a VR headset with Half-Life on it. It'll probably release in a couple of years, maybe somewhat recently, but I somewhat find unlikely because they're Valve and they release games about 50,000 years after they say they're going to. So expect the Vive not the Vive, the VR, their headset in 2020 at least, I'd say. But that's just a guess. Could release next year. Could release next month. Highly unlikely. But it's also going to be quite powerful. Going to have high resolution displays. It's going to need a lot of power to run it. Like, how much is the Vive Pro resolution? It is 1440 by 1600, so that's quite big. And the thing is that it's 78% higher resolution than the original. Wow, okay. Well, and that needs powerful hardware to run it. 1080 would barely cut the mustard, that thing, I think. And from what I hear about their tests, they're using something with a bit more power, roughly 4K rather than 1440p. But those panels only ran at 60 FPS rather than the 90 as a minimum that we all love for virtual reality. And I'm not really sure what I'd do at this point. Either A, just get a HTC Vive. They're probably fairly cheap at this point. Well, not that cheap. Vive Vive shopping. Oh look, the like LTT things. Why? There's a £400 eBay listing for a Vive gun controller. It's one of those sort of desert coloured thing. £499 from Curry's, which is a British retailing thing. Scan is selling it for £498. There's a VR vest, force feedback for VR. So you could spend £624 plus $799. Wow, is that the exchange rate? Oh, Christ, hell, that currency's gone to crap. Jesus Christ, the political system's dying it. Anyway, you can get a Valve, no, not Valve, a VR vest, like, interesting. Anyway, for £700 you get the 5 Pro. Interesting. So, or £300 you get a wireless adapter. Basically, in short, for about £500 you could get a Vive, and then for about £500 you could get a used computer. By used computer I mean by used parts, and get yourself a VR capable computer in about £1,000, which is good. My computer's probably worth 600, 700, I don't know. It's a Ryzen 5 1600 is more than powerful for VR, and RX 480 was designed for VR 2 years ago. So, you know, I'd like a virtual reality headset, but I mean, money, don't have much of it. Also, on Curry's, there's 93,000 results. No, not results, reviews of the Vive. Something tells me not all of those people would have bought it, but I don't know if you would be able to write a review if you haven't bought it. So particularly 93,000 people have bought a Vive from Curry's, which sounds like quite a lot. Considering there's like, what was that, 2,000 from Scan? Yeah, 2,854. Anyway, yeah, anyway. Or you could buy one from eBay for £399. Interesting. Looks like it's been used. Okay. Anyway. Right, so, yeah. They're making a VR headset that, from what I hear, is going to be very high resolution, and you're going to need some powerful hardware to run it, but it's going to release with, or release shortly after, or whatever, Half-Life 3, or Half-Life 1.5, one of the, I hope they call it Half-Life 3, not something stupid, which they're Valve, so they'll probably call it something not too stupid, but a bit stupid. I don't know. But, well, maybe Portal 2 was a good title. CSGO is a bit strange, but okay. Anyway, yeah, the titles are fun. I'm sure they won't cock it up. But yeah, like, if a game, if Half-Life's going to release, people are going to buy the platform it's released on. And if it's released as a VR game exclusive, then people are going to go and buy bloody VR. When will the Knuckles release? That's another thing. They've been developing those for a few decades. Knuckles release date. It's not going to have a release date. January 2018. Yeah, that's true. Right, well, sure. So, yeah, that's, yeah, I like Valve. I love, they made Steam. And everyone loves Steam. And, oh god, the new YouTube update. I hate that. Oh, look at our Creator Studio. You know how you've been able to look at the Creator Studio? Well, this is actually completely different as well, and it's stupid. Oh, look at it. It looks awful. Return to Classic. That won't be a button in a couple of months. Anyway, yes, I enjoy Valve games. Valve games are fantastic, and I like Valve as a company. And what is it about Valve that is appealing? It's just something about Valve. You just sort of like look at them, look at their business. And I don't know why. I just think, why do people care so much about Valve? Yeah, Valve. Yeah, they made Steam, but they don't really make any games. Yes, they have. Yes, they were like 2 or 3 of the most popular games on Steam. Like TF2 recently went up to like top 5, top 10. So you've got like TF2, CS:GO, and Dota 2, all in the top like most played games in Steam, and then you got like play them Battlegrounds and other stuff. What is the most game? Anyway, to get that sort of stuff, oh, there is currently 11 million players on Steam. roughly. Okay, right, so currently people playing PlayerUnknown Battleground, Dota 2, CSGO, Warframe, never played it. Team Fortress 2, Team Fortress 2 is in the top 5. And then Rainbow Six Siege, Ark Survival Evolved. Ark Survival was that? Okay. Not CS, GTA 5, Monster Hunter World, and then Rust. Monster Hunter World? I've heard of that, I think. Anyway, what's released in the 9th of August 2018? What is that? It looks quite nice. Has mixed reviews. Okay. So, yeah, why is Valve so... Why do people like Valve? That's my question. Like, they make great stuff, but what is it about Valve that like, keeps people like me really interested and just think, oh, it's Valve, isn't it fantastic? Look, it's Valve. Why? Why am I so interested in Valve? It's like, oh, it's Valve. I don't know. Maybe it's just a bit secretive. I suppose, maybe. I don't know. But yes, so The Room was a game that released. I don't know. It's €6 or dollars or something. That looks interesting. And Elite Dangerous has added some new ships and new scenarios for 2 Beyond, and Chapter 4 beta servers. Not really interested. N64 Classic not coming anytime soon. Ooh. I don't know what that sounded outside. So apparently Nintendo 64 Classic is not interesting. The weird middle stick, because we have 3 hand bits, because apparently people have 3 hands. What was that controller? Anyway, it's a weird controller. Interesting. Just missed 2018, can't even be on the... Interesting. Raspberry Pi closes out with its Raspberry Pi Mini line with a new 25... Wait, have Raspberry Pi stopped making... Have they stopped the new Raspberry Pi Model 8 Plus, the final member of the classic Raspberry Pi family? I have a Raspberry Pi here, I think. It's in this drawer, I think. Yeah, here's my Raspberry Pi. I've got this weird thing. Oh, shit. So there's Minecraft on it, because I thought, oh, why the heck not? Oh, I think it came with it. Oh, good old Raspberry Pi. Oh, look at you, the Org Assistance. The thing I've never bloody used. Maybe I should develop a game on that. Maybe. Right, the Raspberry Pi 3 is... I mean, I can just do it on my computer, it's easier. Recommended for you. Theme Hospital, don't care. Not Theme, 2-Point Hospital, I'm assuming. I don't care. Raspberry Foundation announced a new, cheaper version of its most powerful mini PC, the Raspberry Pi Model 3 A. It's basically a cut-down version of Model 3 B Plus, available now for $25, which is £10 cheaper than the B version. So that's a new thing. New version, notably it's same processor, it's a quad-core, 1.4 gigahertz, not bad, along with dual-band Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity, USB mass storage, I mean, I've got 6 terabytes, that's mass storage. Well, I mean, it depends. For servers, that's nothing, but, oh shit. And it has improved thermal management. Well, that's good, because you want that for, you know, small stuff that you can't really get good, like, stuff. What? Yes. To get 25 price point, it has half a gig of RAM. Yeah, if you don't know what the Raspberry Pi is, also, is it like the Banana Pi? Are they like different? Are they by the same company or not? I don't know. But yes, basically the Raspberry Pi, Pi, not PIE, unfortunately, is a sort of like a mini, like cheap computer thing that was like that exists for it to be like easy and cheap for people to get into programming or whatever. I mean, I just went and just opened up Game Maker and watched Tom Francis on series. I'm like, oh, how to make games. But really, I mean, you know, whatever. Most people probably want to start with Unity or something, because 3D games. Sometimes I think this would be a lot better as a 3D game, but no. 2D, because then I actually know how to do that. Anyway, so yeah, classic Raspberry Pi. So I'm assuming they're not shutting down, but they're probably making a different thing. The platform, final iteration, classic Raspberry Pi, whatever we need. New core silicon, interesting. New process node, new memory. Basically, they're just making something that's better. If you're not familiar with Raspberry Pi and other smaller mini PCs, a world of possibilities. Yeah, we mentioned Babe Do, Iceberg, RetroPie, for example. Basically, oh, you could use them as emulators as well. So if you want to emulate old games, you can. So yeah, that's a thing. Interesting. Raspberry Pi. It's an interesting little thing, that. What's this? Take advantage of EVE Online's double training weekend. Nope. Oh, there's a Harry Potter ARG Wizards Unite opens established with new trip. Right. What's this? Console minis jumped the shark with PC Classic. What? There were rumors about critiquing an N64 Classic. Other games have requested a Game Boy Classic or even Wintrow's version of the original Xbox. Fair enough. Oh, what's this? Buy a selection of radio and graphics cards and get up to 3 unreleased games. What? It's a PC Gamer article. Released 16 out. Oh, go away. Yeah. No, what's this about? Buy a selected radio and graphics card, presumably RX 480 or Vega or something. Vega and 590, which is just an updated 480, which is just an updated 380, which is an updated 280, which is an updated 7770 or whatever. I don't think the 7770 part is true, but the rest of it I think pretty much is. Right, so these games are free. You oh, I see. So Resident Evil 2, Devil May Cry 5 and Division 2, you'd get RX Vega and RX 5900, 590. And you can choose any two of them if you get an RX 580 or 570. Retail value 180, 180 and 120. Interesting. I assume Resident Evil 2 is a remaster as opposed to literally just Resident Evil 2. Interesting. Okay. For low-end models, especially the RX, as well as I can get 2 of these games. I mean, the RX 580 is only low-end graphics cards. It's a bit more powerful than the 480, and that's basically just, you know, it's fine. It's great. I love it. It works well. Oh, also, I saw... Must have closed... Wait, where was I close to? Anyway, the words... But, yes, Just Cause 4, that had its computer specs. So if you're interested in that, I'll put that down now. Just Cause 4. Because I've put away, not put away a bit of money, I've got a bit of money specifically for Just Cause 4. So expect a review of that the day it's out. That'll be a quick edit. Right, that's 4th of December, 2 weeks. That, first game I've seen that recommends a Vega 56 or a GTX 1070. Actually, it's not the first game that I saw a GTX 1070. I think that was like... was that Xenon? Zion? What was that? It was that terrible first-person game that I thought actually had some potential. Or an R9 or R9 270. There you go. And it actually recommends 16 gigabytes of RAM and recommends my pro. Basically, the recommendations are my processor or an i7 4770. The i7 3770, I would recommend you pick that up if you're interested in gaming on a budget, but actually good quality budget, because that's a really good processor. And then 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM is also really cheap. It's like 50 quid at CEX if you live in the UK, so that's good. So it recommends Ryzen 5 1600. That's a 3.2 GHz processor. Okay. Or it recommends the FX 6300. Really? And the i5 2400. The FX 6300? Really? Wow, okay. Maybe it's a bit more powerful. Not more powerful, less intensive. Like, it wouldn't be less intensive than 3, I'd imagine. What was 3's minimum processor? I think it recommended the FXA 350, yeah, which is basically what I had, 20 overclocked. The minimum is a Phenom 2 X6, which would be a 6-core. And that's interesting. The minimum processor requirement for Just Cause 3 is more powerful than for Just Cause 4. The i3 2550K, an overclockable 2500, is the minimum for Just Cause 3. Just Cause 4, it's a 2400 rather than 25. Weird. And they recommend 3770 for Just Cause 4. Okay. 3, I mean. So, yes, anyway, that released, and that's got like 4 gigabytes of storage more than Just Cause 4, so that's quite expensive. Yeah, so Surviving Mars is free for a week. Well, free weekend, free until... shutting out, what's happening? Play for free, I assume you don't actually just get it for free, though. God, remember a couple of years ago when, Payday 2 was like, hey, we have 4 million copies of game, of Payday 2. Hey, do you wanna get this? Why did they do that? They would have, I mean... I wonder if they got more money for doing that, because there's probably people like me who played it and thought, yeah, let's get the DLC. Because I probably wouldn't have bothered picking up Payday 2. Ever, really, if they hadn't have done this. What's wrong with this? No. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, that was a weird time. It was like 1 million or 3 million copies or whatever. Oh no, they got rid of a lot. Anyway, yeah. What's this? Okay, so it's until the 9th of February, so we've got a couple of months. If you're interested in getting a new AMD graphics card, you'll be able to get a couple of games for it as well. When it says RX Vega, I assume means either of them. 15. How much is the RX 59? 590. How much? Just RX 590 price. How much will it cost? £279 according to Forbes. Forbes, that's the one. Oh, it's launching today, apparently. Interesting. Oh, it's out. Nice. So it's 100. Just click shopping if it's out. Yeah, like £150 for the 8 gig. That's not too. 250. I mean, that's not too bad. 180 for the Sapphire Nitro one for Amazon. Really? You can get it on Amazon? Oh, that's 580. Okay. Well, that's not bad. 180 for the £180 for the RX 580. That's pretty good, actually. I mean, it's weird and bright blue, but you know, I mean, if you're like me, you just have a metal panel on the side of your computer so you can barely see it. See it. That's a really crap-looking thing. Just look at that beauty. Oh yeah. Now that's what I call a £180 GP. It's not bad. I quite like it, actually. Yeah, okay. So that's that. £326. Newegg, that'd be Newegg.com, United Kingdom. Interesting. That's an interesting. Oh, it has HBM. Oh, forget about that. It does have HBM. Anyway, yeah. So it's like there's now it's 590 XFX for 150. So it's around 150. Wait, what's that? That's 570. You get 570 for 150 quid from Gigabyte. That's not bad. That's a good price. 570 is not bad. You get 2 of those, you could probably run VR quite well. I'm not sure about VR. I think I searched this before, and I definitely did search this before. I think Crossfire / S-Lite works well for VR, because like one just uses one eye and one GPU does the other eye. I'm not sure if that's actually what happens, but I think I searched that, and that's what someone said. So I don't know how true that is. But anyway, yes, so if you're interested in getting a new graphics card, you can get RX 580, 570, 590 or Vega, presumably either of those, and get some free games if you're interested in Division 2, Devil May Cry 5 and Resident Evil 2. I'm personally not interested in either of those. There's 3. Any of those. But it's an interesting idea. It's good. It's a good thing to do. I do like it when graphics cards are sold and they're like, hey, you have this game. Razer built a mechanical keyboard for work and play. Wow. Go Black Widow. It's new Black Widow light mechanical keyboard. Have both games and professional like toned down design. Interesting. Okay, what's this? Superb underwater survival game Subnautica, dated for December on PS4. Subnautica's on PS4? That's been out for a couple of years, isn't it? When did Subnautica release on Steam? Not played it, but when you type sub, the first game that that comes up is Substance Designer 2018 for £118, or by the price of the UK to US price market these days, $118. What's this? Better not be about drugs. Unreal 4, Unity, Amazon, Lumberyard. Wait, is this like game engines? Substance does it? Is this like? Wait, what? Sounds like an industry of a material creator. Okay, and more than 95% of AAA game projects currently in development use Substance. Okay, that's interesting, but I was actually looking for Subnautica, which is 20 quid. That released January 2018, okay. Don't know what it's about. It's apparently a survival crafting thing, really? And VR. I thought it was like, just fly around and have a look at the nice game, okay. Fallout 76 players, launch nukes and unleash massive Scorch Beast Queen. Oh god. Also, if you're interested, no, I won't be playing Fallout 76. I don't really have an interest in it. I love Fallout, and I don't really care about Fallout 76. It has 3, like, legendary scar things. Star? It's 95. What? Big Sheets Mountain She's not alone. What? Oh god, what have people done? Was Fallout 76 released or something? When was? Thanks to a couple of weeks of beta testing. Yep, lots of Fallout 76 players already high level and decoding nuclear launch codes. After the first game officially arrived, first day after a day officially, a day after the game officially arrived, and not only did one team manage to launch a nuke, but they aimed it at a Fisher site where, which are areas in Fallout 76 map where you typically encounter Scorch Beasts. Dropping a nuke on a Fisher site, as these players discovered, will not create a huge explosion, but a timed event called Scorched Earth, which isn't surprising. Where's this? Stop playing a video. Stop playing videos, piece of gamer. Huge explosion aimed Scorch Beat, dropping news. Wait, where did I even read up to? Time to event Scorch encountered the Scorch Beast Queen. Scorch Beasts are already formidable foes in Fallout 76. Fallout in bosses, level 50 creatures are like the immense mutant bats. That circle overhead and attack with ranged sonic blasts, irradiated gas and brutal melee attack, nuking their hives. Spawns a level 95 Scorch Beast Queen plus tons of minions like high-level Scorch, Death, Claws and Ghouls. I guess maybe feeding a ton of radiation or radiation monsters isn't the best idea. Yeah, so yes, I don't really care about Fallout 76. Star Citizen is going free for a week, and you get a new planet to explore. Ooh, nice. I don't really know much about Star Citizen. How to craft stim packs in Fallout 76. Best way to earn caps in Fallout 76. Yeah, I don't care about these. Right, so, on the other hand, players managed to take down the Scorch Beast before the 30-minute event ended, and the reward Loot, extremely rare crafting materials, found at other Fisher sites. You can watch the entire video below, and there's a video captured by Nickaroo93 on YouTube. Final boss. Anyway, so that was a thing. So, yes. It's a recurring theme here that the majority of these are PC gamer. Anyway, so my thoughts on Fallout 76. I like going into a high-level place in Fallout games, and bearing in mind, I play Fallout 4 in survival mode. Like, I've never played Fallout games in anything other than survival mode, with the exception of at the very beginning of the game before you change difficulty or whatever. So, you know, I've got like 500 hours of me just being ill and being over-encumbered with a carry capacity of about 50,000. Well, over 1,000 usually. Anyway, I like going into, like, a place, and it's, like, really difficult, and you're like, okay, let's just go, and, oh, shoot some people, oh, stimpack, yeah, go around here, oh, death, hide, run away, oh, look, it's a boss, oh, the game's crashed, okay, do that again, and then, you know, you get to the end of the dungeon, and the game crashed, you get to the end of the dungeon, open up the loot chest, and there's this really cool thing. And then you're like, oh great, this is like super useful. Equip. And then you've got a new shoulder pad for like the rest of the game. Shoulder pads? Right arm defense. Whatever. That makes you run faster or whatever. But with Fallout 76, if you do that, what's going to happen is you'll open a crate and you're like, oh, paper revolver pistol, I can use that. Oh, some caps, I can use that. Oh, a level 57 useful shoulder pad. Well, I'm only level 23. I can't use this for about 10 hours of gameplay or whatever. Store that in a chest somewhere. You know, you're like end chest, but like in the game. Anyway, that, it's like, okay, just equip that later on, and then you probably forget about it. You won't be able to use that. So, that's one issue I have with Fallout 76. The other one is that it doesn't look like a Fallout game. Fallout games inherently look post-nuclear. They're like, Fallout 1 and 2 is just like, hey, brown desert. Makes sense, they're in Mojave, but still, it's desert and, like, death, and there's nothing really going on, and there's just in the sounds of the, you know, just... It's a very desolate place, and you get these small towns of like people who are like, "Hey, we hate you, go away," or "Hey, why don't you be one of our slaves? We won't give you anything, and you can work for free and die," or like, "Hello, yes, do you have any money? Okay, don't cause any trouble here. There's a shop over there. Oh, great." You plonk down 15 guns and have to individually left click. 500 times, however long it takes to get the bloody money. I hate money in Fallout 1 and 2. It's just so difficult. I'll be here for a few minutes. Anyway, god damn it. Anyway, yeah, so that's... Yeah, and then you get, like, Fallout 3, which, you know, fairly desolate as well. Less so, I'd argue, than Fallout 1 and 2. And Fallout New Vegas, which is just like... Da, 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 da. Oh look, there's loads of music. Da, 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 da. Hey, look, we don't really have that much difficulty surviving anymore because it's been like 200 years. And then you get Fallout 4, which is like, hey, 200 years have passed. Oh, I mean, look at this. Oh, isn't this just wonderful? Everything's fairly good. And then you get Fallout 76. 25 years has passed. Oh, it's gonna be like Fallout 1. Everything's gonna be death. Oh, it's set in West Virginia. Oh, that place. And then you're like, oh, it's gonna be like... the bombs didn't hit there because why would it? Because it's strategically not really that important, even though there's like, for some reason, there's thousands of nuclear bombs there, or 3 or however many it is. What? Anyway. And he's like, okay, well we'll go over here and we'll just do that. and it will all be good. And then you're like, okay, cool. And then it's just like, and then it's just a happy place. And there's no real signs of a bad place of like radiation or whatever. And then there's just like loads of stuff. And why am I unzipping this like bag thing? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So, and then there's just like all this like. There's no like death. There's no like glowing seas sort of place. There's no just like the hole or whatever it was called for that one. There's no just like, hey, this is a desolate, broken wasteland with trees bent over, leafless, and like music going. Or you know the creepy cathedral bell music. Doo doo. Anyway, anyway, I love Fallout 1. Oh, it's a fantastic game. Best game from 1994, I'd say. Did Marathon release in 1994? That's just brought up Marathons. Marathon game. That was 1994, wasn't it? That was 1994. Fallout 1. Wait, wasn't that 1998? Wait, when was that? Release. Was that 98? That's when I search Fallout 1 release date. I'm not searching for New Vegas. Fallout 1. No, just I'm sorry. 1997. Okay, fine. That doesn't conflict. Okay, so in my opinion, best game 1994, Marathon. Best game 1997, Fallout. Best game, 1998. Was there 19? I can't remember. What else was the old game that I think is fantastic? I can't remember. Anyway, Half-Life. So, yes. Yeah, but it's just too... It looks nice, but it's too many trees. And, like, oh, it looks lovely, but... Fallout games aren't supposed to look lovely. They're supposed to look, hey, this is death. Everything's gone bad. You know, yeah, and that's, you know, I'm not much a fan of the art style. I think everything should be desolate and sad. Sure, okay. But yeah, and it's a multiplayer game, and I don't care. I like how there's a Game Rant article called Red Dead Redemption 2, Where to Find the KKK. Okay. Well, as long as you got some bullets in your gun, you could be like, yo, dude, wait, I mean, just bang. There you go. Yeah. Ex-Blizzard and Gannett devs create a Hearthstone competitor. Right, there's already a Hearthstone competitor. It's called a thing. Oh yeah, Hitman 2 is also free. I assume it's doing the episodic strategy of release the first thing for free, then pay. Oh yeah, and Telltale died, didn't they? That's a thing. Yeah, so basically, I think that'll probably be it for today. Come back next week to, or, you know, if you're watching this in the future, watch the next one, or, I don't know, whenever you want to watch the next one. Or don't bother if you don't like it, or whatever. See, 10,000 zombies get sliced in a blender in impressive demo. By blender in impressive was? Right. So, yes. Basically, there's no N64 Mini. There's... I don't like Fallout 76. I will probably watch videos on it, but I probably wouldn't bother playing it. You can get free games if you buy an RX 5, 70, 80, 90, or Vega 56 and 64, I'm assuming. EA won't be at E3, no. E5 won't be at E4. E7 won't eat pie. 7E4. Which one was it? Killer 7's on Steam. Atari crowdfunded roller coaster tycoon. You can get money if you pay money to Xbox for cheaper games. Remember Square Enix working on PS5 game. What was this? The Sony won't be at E3. That's what was this one? Oh yeah, Kingdom released. That was the only thing I've really looked at recently. Thought, hey, that's good. Let's talk about that on the thing about a week ago. When was that released? That was released 11th. A few days ago. Okay. And Amazon making an MMO, and then what's this? Raspberry Pi stopped doing their stuff, and Fallout 76 players found a Scorch Beast. So yes, I like how the picture is of the flying Scorch Beast, and then like someone wielding like a sharp metal stick, because that's gonna help against a flying thing. Anyway, yeah. So, thank you very much for watching this. Hour and probably 15 after editing, but so far, and 18, there we go, minute long video. What's a podcast that isn't a thing? Oh, apparently Blizzard are making Diablo 4. Well, good for them. Oh, right. Is the oh shit. Godding hell, what is wrong with everything? Yeah, so I'm going to go now, so thank you very much for watching this, or hearing this while playing a game or whatever. And if you're already playing a game, and, you know, you've got a bit of time left of the, in the mission you're playing, and this just stops because it's ended, and that's just annoying. It's like, oh, I've been listening to this for ages, and I'm just playing this bit of a mission. Oh, and now the game stopped. Oh, no, the audio stopped. Oh, it just feels quiet now. Okay. Yeah. So, sorry if that's happening, but goodbye! Also, all the links to the articles I spoke about will be linked in the description. Goodbye! I wonder if you can hear me at this point, because I've clicked stop recording, but I haven't released